pinche vato. Back when I was malo, I'm still malo. Fuck tomorrow, fuck tomorrow, homes. And the day that follows. Veteran in the rap game, call me a veterano. Soy chicano. Tomorrow, mi vida loca, sitting low in my troca. My 4-9 bomba, getting bombed off the mota. I'm what you call a grifo, estoy prendido. Locked up in my own prison, man, I've been torcido. Might be a flaco, but I pack up putazo. That's on my nickname, Little Rob, my placazo. I used to paint it like Picasso, pinche vato. Back when I was malo, I'm still malo. Fuck tomorrow, fuck tomorrow, homes. And the day that follows. Veteran in the rap game, call me a veterano. Soy chicano, spitting calo. I can put you in the right direction, but can't hold your mano. You think you're gangsters, cause you're talking like some gangsters. But gangsters don't talk because talking just ain't gangster. What? That's right, it's your homeboy, it's a Little Rob. San Diego Califa's homeboy putting it down for the brown side of town. That's right, 1218.
Let me do this for the harbor area, Rob.
1218. That's right, we put it down, loco.
Orale, Holmes, I'm sipping on Patron. It's ese dash from the high 310. Rolling, cruising through the barrio, the area that's scaring you, and you don't wanna go. Show no mercy. Like the veteranos, and still kick the throw on the slide, slick and wicked, and turn up the oldies a little higher, and drive a little slower like the OG lowrider. Mi pluma tira sangre, historias de las calles, war stories in the neighborhood, little locos up.
Mi vida loca, sitting low in my troca. My 4-9 bomba, getting bombed off the mota. I'm what you call a grifo, estoy prendido. Locked up in my own prison, man, I've been torcido. Might be a flaco, but I pack up putazo. That's on my nickname, Little Rob, my placazo. I used to paint it like Picasso, pinche vato. Back when I was malo, I'm still malo. Fuck tomorrow, fuck tomorrow, homes. And the day that follows. Veteran in the rap game, call me a veterano. Soy chicano.
Located at 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas. Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that? Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that?
All right, man. Welcome back to the Volo. I'm your host, El Vago. We got my homeboy Gabe today, and then we got John Singletary from Hellback Customs. We got Victor with 501 Customs, and we got Trey, a Vago boy.
Oh yeah,
by himself. Back
all day.
Shit, man. So what's up, man? How y'all been?
Pretty good,
Good.
Working, slaving it.
Chill. Yeah. Stay out of trouble.
Trying to.
Yeah, man. So we'll start with you, Terry.
Oh, shit.
Where you from, bro?
Here, Corpus. Born and raised.
Born and raised, man. Where'd you go to school?
King High School. Oh, what school? King High School. Graduated over there. I went to Moody like freshman year and then got kicked out. And
Yeah.
Fucking
What did you get kicked out for?
Damn, I beat some dude up in the restroom. I wasn't supposed to say anything incriminating.
Fucking, nah, you're good.
Damn,
Shit.
I look fat.
I don't talk about past things, not I'm fat.
Oh my god.
Chingao, man. You, Victor, where you from?
I'm from Edward, Texas.
From where?
Edward? It's like
Elroy. Oh, yeah. I know that
Town.
side. Man.
Went to school in Odom, and I tried going to Domo for a little bit, but that shit didn't work. So
What was
I went
that?
straight to work. Some people are for school, some people ain't.
Yeah, school and for me. Hey, man, move that microphone this way. You probably can't even hear him. Put it between both of you.
Right there. Damn.
Closer way. Bring it out. You can bring it out.
How to bring it out? Oh,
I forgot to do
there you
that.
go like that.
There you go.
Bam.
Try to get a little close to it if you can. Just don't make out with it.
So we can't hold hands or anything.
No, join garages.
Yeah, we can put it together. Put it in between. Hell yeah. Like this.
501 Hillback Customs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it custom with the K or custom with the K? Yeah, me too. Shit.
Yeah.
Did you misspell it? No, it's just fucking. That's the cool thing to do.
Meant to
with
be.
the K.
Well, see, my whole thing was back in the day. This is back 2008. I had a homeboy of mine. His name was Frank. Couldn't tell you his last name right now off the top of my head. Anyways, Frank had Texas Customs back then, right? And he was dealing with a lot of the ballers back in the day, and this and that. And me and him got really, really close, and it got to a point to where I was actually a partner at his shop, and it really didn't go anywhere with it or whatever. But me and him were like Buddha, you know what I'm saying? We're always together every day.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother Roy, right? And so when that happened, when I went to go do my DBA, when I went to go do my DBA and stuff like that, I have the Cornerstone at the Trade Center, right? The legal name of that place is the 501 Machine. So I know all the people from there, and they're like, "Look, you sure you want to change the name?" And I was like, "Well, I can't go to my vendors with 501 Machine. Like, what am I gonna do with that?" So they're like, "Well, you got 30 minutes to figure it out, see what you want to call it." And I had come up with a couple of different names. I couldn't tell you what they are now, but they tell me that those were already taken, right? So I was like, you know what? I thought I'm a homeboy Frank, and I was, you know what? Customs. I was like, fuck it, 501 Customs it is, and that's where it came from. So you know, so that's how the history of the 501, and we've been doing that for 16 years now. Yeah, my brother Roy and myself. Yeah.
How'd you come up with your name?
So
Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Meatloaf.
exactly, bro. How'd you know? Well, when he died, like I remember, like shit, dude. Like, I was in between names because I had my first shop. It was called South Texas Auto Sports, and I
remember that.
Yeah, I got screwed over by one of my partners or whatever. Like, fucked me over $40,000, and so like the name went to shit. That was I had it in Rockport, and so. I think 2000. I had the shop already. We just kind of moved it, but it was like kind of like a personal, like just for cars and shit that I had.
Yeah.
For my own, like self, like customizing with friends or whatever, just whatever. I had the shop, and I think it was like 2019, like when COVID hit. Well, there was like a mass layoff for the job that I was working for, and what's it called? So I was just, fucking, I went on my own, and I was trying to think of a name, and I remember fucking Meatloaf had died in the fucking song.
Yeah.
Bad Out of Hell. I was like, fucking Hellback Custom. So fucking Bad Out of
Hey,
Hell.
bro, why is it so freaking hard to go into business with somebody or give somebody a chance and they don't fuck you over? Like, why?
It's tough, bro. It's like I've been like fucked over by friends. Like,
Yeah, same, man.
it's crazy. You just gotta fucking, I don't know, man.
I try to help people out, bro, and I try to give benefit of the doubt. And everybody around them tell me, "Hey, don't do it for them. That dude, fuck
Yeah.
that dude, and isn't that?"
Same.
And I try to be nice, help them out, and they fucking fuck me over.
Yeah.
And it's always about money. And I always tell them, "Look, man, if anything happens, we can work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can work it out. You know, as long as you tell me the truth, bro, I'll respect you more. If you fucking lie to me, you know what I mean? Then everything's out the window. I'll never trust you again, and then we're gonna cut this shit off. You know what?
That's it. Wait.
I don't like fighting about money, fool. You know what I mean? Money fucks everything up. You know what I mean? I believe in a vision and building something and doing something big. Don't get me wrong. I love money. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, for principle.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather do something, build something, and have it big, and make all the money later.
Yeah.
But because a lot of people, they rather just make the money right now, fuck you over, run with it, and then you burn a bridge.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
that's
things-
stupid.
A lot of things too is like people don't take pride in their shit. Like,
Nah, they
that's
don't.
Like, that's like me, like the way, like what I feel like where I stand out, like, is like I fucking put everything that I got because that's put my name behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I put my name behind it, like it has to be like my standards. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I think everybody should think like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody thinks like that. A lot of people, you know, just want to get shit in and out. You know what I mean?
Oh, we already know. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm not in and out type of person.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like I'm gonna take my time doing my shit. It's gonna look fucking badass. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy you say that because like I was talking to Roy a couple years ago, and he tells me, "Bro, you know how I know that I'm getting good?" I said, "How?" He said, "I don't have a problem telling a customer no."
Fuck yeah.
And I was like,
That's
"What do you mean?"
badass.
He's like, "Because, bro," he's like, "When we first started, fuck, we're trying to get in every job. You know what I'm saying? We're on YouTube. We're trying to figure it out. Me and him are reading the thing. Maybe I could see a better eye than he did. Whatever. We're going back and forth, and we're sitting there. Sometimes it would be the middle of the night, bro.
Yeah.
I remember being at my shop till 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? And you're out there and you're breaking your head, and then finally it works.
Yeah.
It turns on or whatever it is, right?
That's like the best feeling in the world.
Oh, dude, what? It's like you feel that relief just come off your chest, you know? And when he told me that, I was like, man, that's some real ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to tell a customer no confidently. You know, because there's some customers that are going, hey, bro, I had this customer, for instance, right? We were building a trunk for him, and he was like, bro, I want to do the trunk a different color that doesn't match the car. And I told him no. He's like, why? I told him, because, bro, like, at the end of the day, you're going to take that to a show, and they're going to be like, well, why didn't it doesn't match at all? Like, it doesn't go with any of the theme of the car or anything.
Who did that? Oh,
Yeah.
501 Customs, man, they suck.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
That's exactly what's gonna
the
happen.
workmanship will be there,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if it doesn't match or it doesn't contribute to the car, it's worthless.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him, like, look, bro, I'll make it to where it's easy to I'll give you a better deal on the next time around to rewrap everything, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to put my name on that.
Yeah.
And he had to understand, and he respected it at the end of the day. Even though he is the customer, it's still our shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's something dangerous that's happening with the customer's car, you can't let it go like that. You know, and nowadays, I mean, with the way things are, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people just write waivers and just make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just make it happen or whatever. But at the end of the day, if it's a liability on the person, I mean, with a little bit of common sense, I'm not gonna let you take your car if I know you ain't got no brakes.
You gotta find a nice way to say, hey, the car's a piece of shit, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
There is.
Sometimes it's not worth the headache. Like I get the like straight up. Oh,
It's just like tattooing, fool.
For real,
Same
like-
fucking shit. When I tattooed, same thing.
like
man.
it's
Well, sometimes, you know, it's not always the car though, and I know you'll agree with me. Sometimes it's not the car. Sometimes it's the customer, bro.
Oh yeah.
I've had a customer come in and be like, look, I don't know if you know what you're doing or whatever, but I mean, I see online that you've been here doing it for a long time. That customer, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Fuck that
I'll shoot
motherfucker.
high.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I'll shoot high so that he says no.
Yeah, sometimes they say yes, you gotta take it. You're like, fuck.
But you make it worth it because he's going to be a headache
Yeah.
customer.
yep.
You know what I mean? There's a couple of people here in town that I know personally that are headache customers, and it is what it is. But sometimes the friendship is stronger than the headache customer, and you deal with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
As a business, you deal with it. Sometimes it's slow, so you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go do that job, even though I know it's going to be kind of a headache or whatever. So, though with those customers, the way I deal with that is everything through text message. Hey, big dog, this is what I want to do. Blah 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 blah. We'll write it all out.
Yeah,
We'll
so you go
consider
back.
everything, and at the end of
Yep.
it, every time I do something, do you like it? I love it. Do you like it? 100%. Do you? So at the end of it, whenever they're like, hey, you know what? I love all of it, but how hard would it be to change the color of this? Well, I'd have to rebuild everything.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not easy at all. Oh well, I mean, you loved it. You chose the color. I didn't choose the color. You did. I gave
Yeah.
you options, and so you protect yourself on that end. You know what I mean? It's like in any other business. It's like you gave. You know what I mean? Like customer comes in, they can give you an idea. It's still up to you if you want to do that job. You know what I mean? Like it'd be one thing if, hey, my little boy drew a picture or something or whatever, and I want to remember that forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's just some random thing you found online and you want to kind of put it on yourself, you have that as a creative mind to be like, hey, you know what, bro? Like that's not gonna look right.
The first like hint word is like you said, do you think? No, I don't think. I know what I could do. I know what I'm capable of. If you got doubts with me, you should go.
Yeah.
Like I don't doubt myself. I know what I could do. Like,
Yeah.
do you think you can?
Sometimes
Nah,
you
hell. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I like doing that shit. Like, proving somebody wrong. Like, we're just like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I don't know, man. And then you do something like, oh, I didn't know you do that, or shit, I didn't know you do that.
Yeah.
That's like,
Well, it's a beautiful thing because at the end of the day, like I love white and gray cars. That's my favorite because I can see what it's gonna look like when it's done.
Yeah.
I can see the body. I can see the shapes. I can see different things that are going to change the car. And so something like that, it's going to inspire what it's going to be built. Like there's a lot of trunks and stuff like that we've done that I'll bring in pieces of the car to match the body stylings of the car and stuff like that. Lowriders are different than donks. You know what I mean? Guys with SUVs want different things than the guy with the lowrider.
Yeah.
And then the city that we live in, it's mostly lowrider guys, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And I'm a big rim rider, you know what I mean? So when it goes to going to shows and stuff like that, it's a little different because whenever somebody goes to a car, whenever I go to a car show, right, and they're looking at my car, they're like, that's cool. What is that? They don't know the brands that I'm carrying. They don't know the different things or the styling concepts or styling cues that I'm doing to my car. They just like it, and that's a plus. You know what I mean? That's a plus. I'm very blessed to say that every time I've gone to a show, I've always placed.
Yeah.
They tell me, they're like, what's the hardest thing on your job? I was like, knowing that there's people out there that love this and have never got a trophy.
Yep.
You know, I do it because I know where I stand. A trophy just means you agree.
Yeah.
Right? So styling concepts and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And there's some guys that are monsters in this world, bro. You know what I mean? And every once in a while, and you get to a point to where you evolve in your craft and you get a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a thing that I was reading. It says if you read the same thing that's non-fiction for 15 minutes a day for a year, you become an expert in that field. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So how many years you been doing it?
Shit. Fuck, man. Professionally, like.
No.
2009.
The whole way through. Because we got inspired when we were building them.
Yeah, 2009. Well, I've always been into cars. You know what I mean? Like in high school, I built my own shit. But you know, I think it was like 2009 is like when I went for like to school and then like got like my first professional job or whatever. But it's always been there. You know what I mean? My dad built lowriders like from like the late 70s all the way up to the early 90s. You know what I mean? So it was always inspired. Like I was pretty much like born into it, right? Yeah. But I think like in high school, probably was like when I started to appreciate like stuff. Like the custom shit. I grew up like punk as fuck. You know what I mean? But I also grew up in a Chicano neighborhood. My dad being cholo as shit. You know what I mean? Having a lowrider club. I've always liked it. You know what I mean? I always loved that 70s style lowriders.
Yeah, me too.
So, you know what I mean? That's as long as I can remember.
What was your first car?
Shit, like my first car that I built, I had two S10s. And I had the S10s, and one of them I did a static drop, and then one of them I did airbags on them. So that's what I was driving in high school. And then I sold those, and then I had the '89 the Trans Am, the GTA. And I went into racing, and then I had the same in high school. I got an Impala. It was a 1962 Impala that we had in pieces that I was planning to put together, putting some Supremes on it. And then I got caught racing, and my dad sold all my shit. Yeah, like I called one of his homeboys because I got stuck in a field, and I was in the Trans Am, and he had a tow truck company. They came and towed me out. He ratted me out. But next day, my shit was gone.
That's parenting gone wrong.
I was parenting got right. I probably would have done it if he kept on doing it. If he hadn't done that shit.
I had a homeboy that had a 62. It was a nice car, man.
Yeah.
But his dad had old money for dope. The thumb pool in Bay City. Fucking gave him the fucking car for it. Dude. I remember my homeboy was fucking. Well, we thought about it, fool. That was a nice car too. It had skirts on it and everything.
Shit.
It was a badass 62 Impala, man. It had switches on it, but it had I think it had Supremes on it, man. But it was a nice fucking car, man.
Dude, the Supremes,
Yeah.
Like that fucking old school 70s fucking lowriders.
I like Supremes, but on certain cars, like on my Cadillac, I wouldn't put Supremes,
The
man.
Cutlass or the Regals.
Yeah, they look badass with.
I saw a set of all gold ones the other
I had
day.
my first car. I had Supremes on it. It was a fucking Bonneville.
Yeah, I had a Pontiac. I just sold it not too long ago, 67, a Pontiac Ventura.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to put Supremes, but I had some rims, some old school Kragers out of a Riviera.
But Supremes have to have spinners on it though. It looks badass like that. I love the way it looks.
It fucking looks sick. But yeah, that 70s fucking those Bonnevilles and those Pontiacs looks gangster and shit.
That's why
I recently went to go see a Buick Riviera that's on the marketplace right now. The 70, the boat.
yeah, it's all rusted out and it's all covered. I saw it too. I saw
I
it.
see it, dude. I was like, man, I need to go see this car. Like, everybody's like, no, you don't need another car. You need a car.
Where's it at?
It's in off of Castores.
So it's in here in town. I saw it on Market. I always look to see what
Yeah, she
old
wants
cars
like
they got on there.
$6K or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody offered her like 4. Dude, everything's there but the front windshield.
It's just like one chair, right?
It's
just a shell.
Yeah, but no, it has a motor. It has the 455 in it, original. That
Badass.
bitch is bad, bro. I saw it and I was like, fuck, there's like one little hole in the roof. And then the window's missing, but she says she might have the window.
Damn.
I think it's gangster. Can you imagine that shit,
Fuck
bro?
yeah, fool. Shit.
Boat
I always wanted one of those. I
I
always wanted one.
One of my favorite cars.
Yeah.
The Riviera. And then the ones with the lights that come up like that, like the 67.
Oh,
Yeah.
the hideaway lights. Right, hideaway lights.
Yeah.
In the right.
For lowriders, my go-to is always gonna be a Cadillac. Man.
Cadillac.
Yeah, the big bodies, the long bodies and shit.
You see my Cadillac Hearse?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I seen it.
62?
Yeah.
Dude, I went to go pick that up in Michigan.
You should turn that motherfucker into a hopper, fool. You got plenty of room for pumps and batteries back there,
Dude,
motherfucker.
well, see, I want to slam it. I want to do like I don't know if we're gonna do a lowrider or what I'm gonna do with it, but like the plan for that thing is like a fucking limo in the back,
Yeah.
and then do like it's like something like party fucking hurts, bro. Like let's go to a prom or let's go to fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking hurts type shit.
That's
see,
badass.
you remember going to? It has been years, but I remember going to San Antonio and they always had the Ghostbuster one out there.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to buy that car.
Yeah.
I stopped a couple of times. I left cards and nobody ever called. And then all of a sudden it was gone. That car sat there forever though, right in the front.
This dude I met recently, because I had it. I was gonna sell it. Like I was like, man, I don't know. This thing is kind of fucking big and it's taking up too much. I go to the fucking parking lot, number 2. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't know. So I put it on there. Some dude had hit me up, and he has a fucking Ghostbuster fucking. I don't know if it's the same one. I think it was a 59 or a 62. But it had. I know it has like. I know he did something with the taillights where he turned it into the back end into a 59 because it has those pointy taillights.
Yeah, the pointed taillight, the fins.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but he came and checked it out, dude. He showed me his shit, and he showed me all his fucking like his profile and shit, like from start to finish. And like apparently, what he said was that it was one of the original movies, like the car from the original movie, but it was one like that got wrecked and caught on fire.
No shit.
So he had to fix a bunch of shit. So he did all the sheet metal work. And he came and saw the hers and everything. I was like, man, it's badass. But we became friends and shit. And like, he'll hit me up. He's like, man, I got this 59 Cadillac. That's another one of my favorite fucking cars. He has a 59 Cadillac out at his ranch. And that thing's looking pretty cute too.
Yeah, I've always been in love with that car. Ever since I seen, was it Casino or Goodfellas?
Oh, dude.
When he kills him in the car?
Yeah.
I always thought that car was so gangster.
Which one?
Bro.
The pink one?
The pink one.
Yeah.
He's like, what did I tell you about being low key?
Yeah.
Pink Cadillacs. Like, jeez.
Yeah, that's not low key at all.
No, not at all.
My baby looks so handsome. Vanessa Gonzalez.
We all look handsome.
Fucking
You know that I remember the first time what made me want to be in cars, right? We were gonna move to San Antonio, and my mom and my dad were like, "Hey, we're gonna check out this house." So I couldn't tell you what part of San Antonio it was. All I remember is when we got off, there was a Ray-Ban factory there, and like 2 blocks later, you'd make a right. It was a duplex, it was a duplex, and across the street was a gas station. Like a corner store, but it was all hills right there, right? So we're sitting there, we're looking at the house or whatever, and I'm standing outside, and I'll never forget that. I see this candy green, like flaked out, like jumbo flaked. It was a 1972 Dodge Charger RT, the one with the big spoiler.
Yeah.
What is it, the Roadrunner?
The Roadrunner.
Okay, they chopped the roof off that fucking car. All velvet tucked interior on all gold fucking spokes. Hey, dude, fucking car, most gangster car I'd ever seen in my life. Now that I think about it, it's probably an ugly fucking car, but it was cool as shit when I saw it.
On some Dayton's, some 13.
It was slamming. He was coming, jamming music and stuff, and I was like, dude, that was my first experience with a custom car.
Yeah.
And I was hooked ever since then. And I was probably about 8, 9 years old then. And I saw that shit and I was like, one day I'm gonna have me that. You know what I'm saying?
You were
I'm
getting
gonna have me a car. No. That's on the bucket list of cars. Definitely a Roadrunner.
man. You remember in the '90s, fool? Everybody had fucking spokes on their cars, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere you turn, man. I
To a
thought it was
Metro,
bad. I
to
missed
a
that
Grand
shit.
Avenue.
fool.
Shit, my mom had a Beretta. She gave me a Beretta and I had some Luxors with no center cap. Roll it. Fuck it. Send
No
that.
white wall, nothing.
No, oh, there's a white wall,
Yeah.
but no center cap, all rusted
What
out.
kind of
I
car
was
was
like,
it?
a Beretta.
The Beretta?
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
shit.
96.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Thick. My mom was like, you could drive it. You could drive it. I was
Remember
like,
they started putting on the Hondas and shit. They were like pop out because they put the thing.
Yeah, they look
yeah.
like roller skates.
Yeah.
fool.
Shit, even that shit would fly back then.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But,
Man, everybody had spokes on their rides back then.
yeah.
They
fucking,
custom job with
I just found him some fucking player spinners, man, for his
Yeah.
bolt-ons.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the dice on them, the player dice.
I
Man.
From
look
a
at
Honda.
Assassins.
Assassins are bad. Yeah.
I know there's a company from China that's making them right now or
Yeah.
whatever, but they're bread though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're serious bread if you want to get a set of some wheels like that.
Would you rather go China's or Dayton's?
Shit.
There was this thing that I read online. It said China's are for women and Dayton's are for men because women can't tell the difference.
Damn.
So you want to be balling on a budget, you get you some Chinas.
Well, the
you just
thing-
go China.
Well,
shit.
but the best thing
like
about
2
having
Gs right
Dayton's
now.
over here is that we're by the saltwater, man. No, regardless of what brand is, that's just gonna eat it up.
That
You know what I
really
mean?
good. Yeah.
It's gonna eat it up.
Well,
Saltwater.
you know what I
always
mean,
do
like
that shit.
Luxor wheels and stuff like that. They're coming out with stainless steel wheels now, so
Oh, no shit.
stuff like that you can polish them out. They're not as shiny as the chrome would be, but
Yeah.
I mean, longevity wise, it's there, bro. You can
Yeah.
throw that car in the garage for 10 years, come back and polish them out real quick, and they'll be all right.
Fuck yeah.
So it's just, you know what I mean? Depending on what you want to do, it's one of those things. It's an investment. A lot of these newer cars, I know 2015 and newer, you were trying to put spokes on them. The wheel hub calipers are fucking like 20-inch. You need at least a 20-inch wheel to fit on them.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day with like the Cadillacs that you were
Yeah.
talking about. We'd sit there and grind the brake, and then you'd be able to slide it on with the adapter. You can't do that no more. These new cars, the brake pads are too big, so
Yeah.
you'd have to go at least with a 20.
I wouldn't put no Dayton's on a new car, man. It look fucking weird.
It looks cool though. There's a
Yeah.
couple of them.
Imagine a fucking the Tesla, some Dayton's on it.
They have
Oh,
it, the
man.
red one.
For real?
Yeah, one of the guys from Lowrider Magazine, he came on and he's like, "Don't listen to this fucking guy." He's like, "That's not real lowriding." He's like, "Just
Oh
fucking
yeah,
up."
yeah.
He was mad than a motherfucker at the guy that
Yeah.
did that. But it's a daily driven car. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the passion for the car that
Yeah.
brings us all together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
And I think that's what one of the things that people look forward to. I know coming up here in the next couple of weeks is going to be the Bug Days Parade, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody loves the Leal Bros. They go out there, they put on a show and stuff like that. And they have nice cars. You know
Yeah,
what I
very
mean?
nice
They've been
cars.
working on their cars for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, if you had the same car for 20 years, you'd have a bad fucking car, especially if you put money into it. You know what I mean? And these gentlemen have a very, very good talent when it comes to a great talent. You know what I mean? I don't want to underbid them in any kind of way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're fucking beautiful.
And they
man.
help each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that we're not seeing anymore, which was cool with the car club. I have a theory. I think what fucked up the car clubs is the sticker store. And the reason why I say that is because back in the day, if you were prospecting, you didn't have a sticker on your
Yeah.
car. You were the guy that was washing the cars, cleaning the rims, blowing them off, wiping them down or whatever at a car show or stuff like that. I think what happened, and then, like I said, this is my opinion, the older G's that were in the lowrider clubs, do car club and stuff like that, they would, of course, have an issue with another person in the club or whatever, and they would take off by themselves. And they still had that car. So the passion for the car never died, but they're solo riders now. So they're at the car wash, kids pull up, and they're like, "Man, your car's cool. What club are you in?" And he's like, "Whatever. Can we be in your club?" Yeah. So they show up to the Trade Center, or they'll go to Juani or any of these people,
Yeah.
and they'll make them a sticker, and they go and they put it in the back of the car, and now we're all a crew. 2 weeks later, y'all are fighting.
Yeah.
You take off and you go get another sticker made, and now everybody that's following you has stickers. So now everybody's in a car club, and that kind of dilutes it down. You know what I mean? Because it was an earned privilege to be with those guys. Those guys that had those cars that you were washing, that they were looking at you like a peon. You were in the mix with those guys. They were teaching you life lessons that it's not given. Just because you have a nice car doesn't mean that you can get in my club.
Yeah. Fuck
And nowadays, look at the truck scene. These dudes don't even have rims on their cars. Some of them are all banged to shit, and they all have the same sticker on the back of the car. There's
yeah.
no
That's true. That's
collaboration.
true.
there,
I
you
hate
know?
that shit back in the days. They'll just throw some fucking rims on it. That's
It's
a
a
low
custom
rider.
car.
That's a low rider. Like, motherfucker, your seats ain't done. No paint job.
That's
no
not
switches.
Custom, bro.
And they're cheap as bolt-ons. Ah,
No, it's custom spray paint.
Yeah.
Like, spray paint your valve covers. Custom.
They're all dipping and all that stuff now.
It's a go fast paint.
But you know, it's one of those things that, at the end of the day, it is bringing the kids together. But the newer generation has completely changed the way we work on cars, the way that we modify and make them custom, right? Because we have an idea of custom, but the kids, I would say, this whole new generation, this G generation or X generation or whatever it is, they figured out that we were going and painting cars, and then we're going to trade in them in, and then they're like, "Bro, if you would have left it the silver that it would have been, I would have been able to give you $3,500 more in your trade-in value." You're like, "Fuck." You tell that to one of these kids, they're like, "I'll be right back." They go take the wrap off, and now they're getting the whole $3,500 back. It protects the paint. It protects all that stuff, and they don't lose their cars for a year or 6 months or 3 months or whatever. You could drop off a car right now to any of these guys that are decent, and they can have your car back by the end of the week. Completely a different color. Then you go put some wheels on it, and you have a custom car. Yeah. You don't hear cars banging no more.
Yeah,
There's no bassing.
I still bass.
The older guy does.
Right? Yeah.
I love that shit.
That was our generation, man.
It's like
the 215s.
That's the first thing you do. It's fucking audio.
Yeah.
Fucking system worth more than the fucking car full of most of these motherfuckers. Shit, man.
Gotta have jams, bro.
What look at the kids now when it comes to music like that too, bro. The kids get in there. I want my car to jam. I was like, all right, well, what do you want? I want like, I don't know, like 8 6.5s.
I want 2 horns.
I want 4 in the back, and I want them all on the doors. And I'm like, you don't want no bass? They're like, no.
They have the blowhorn like a Chichichong.
Yeah.
The 64 bottle.
I'm cool with some 10s or 12s, man. That's it. Like I don't like it too because I like to listen to a lot of oldies and shit when I have lowriders and stuff.
2 8s, bro.
And
2 8s.
yeah,
That's all
you don't need no hard banging it for doing shit like
You
that.
just want to fill it a little bit just for you.
Yeah.
A little sound, yeah.
Yeah, something nice.
Yeah, customers get into the shop, and that's my go-to. You know what I mean? They'll be like, I'm looking for 2 10s or 2 12s, and I tell them, I'm like, bro, you don't want that shit. And they're like, why? I was like, 2 8s is more than enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'll show them my truck, and they're like, I don't need it more than that. I tell them, no, I agree, and that's the reason why. Shut this off. And that's the reason why I push them that way. You know what I mean? Most of the customers that do want to play music, they're going in and they're like, you know what? Can you put me a single 10 with a little box, easy to disconnect because I throw on my kids baseball shit and basketball. And I mean, people have their kids in all kinds of sports and stuff like that now. And I mean, they don't even have no time. You know what I mean? But they still keep their vehicles that way that they remember the music back in the day and that's how they enjoy it. So, I mean, it is changing a lot. Some of these newer cars, you can't even change radios in and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to go to school. Roy's gonna have to go to school to learn to play with these newer cars.
Oh, yeah.
You start cutting the wrong thing, right? Let me tell y'all something, okay? I don't know where the camera's at, but wherever this one is, right? If you have a 2016, 17 car, right? Do not let anybody cut the fucking wires.
Oh, no.
Hey, dude, these fucking people bring us. Hey, bro, I thought it was easy. I just cut all the wires in the back of the radio. How much you gonna charge me? Like
Yellow
3
black,
times more. Because now I'm gonna put it all back to stock before on a part that was $30. Like that's crazy. Mark, you're not saving anything.
I've had shit like fucking customers bring me cars with fucked up GPSs, like just spliced into wires and shit, like fucking shit up. Oh, my fucking dash is blinking now. Like, what the fuck? I have all sorts of spliced into shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Damn.
Save the money. Save the money. Fucking, I don't know, finance it. Do something. But just don't let. I mean, they have a quote that says, if you think an amateur is expensive, or no, if you think a professional is expensive, wait till you start dealing with an amateur. Hey, bro, that shit is the truth.
Hey, bro, sometimes when you get someone that thinks they know what the fuck they're doing, they fuck your shit up. Look at my fucking car. This dude's had my car since fucking August, man. I let Pete Luna, fucking Duke's Car Club, whatever, fucking work on my car. Man, he fucked all my shit up, dude. And I gave him that dude every fucking chance to fix my fucking car, bro, and he don't want to fucking do it. He says that you should have brought the car back to me. Why am I going to take a car to you that you fucked up bad on? Like, this dude, man, fool, John knows he's fucking working on my car. You know what I mean? This dude,
The fish.
man, he fucked everything up on my car, bro. My car was fucking fine, bro. Like my homeboy that I got it from, I've been wanting this car for a long time. And I told him, hey, Mesky, you ever sell that car? I want it. I love Cadillacs, bro. I love fucking old school into the 75, right? Skirts and everything. Fucking beautiful car, man. Took it to its full. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. Fucking broke my fucking hood. Broke my fucking spinner. Fucking, man, for the list goes on and on.
Column.
Dude, he fucked up my steering column, put in a chain steering wheel in there. He fucking, what else did he do? I don't know. He fucked up the cylinders in the back. Fool, they shot through my fucking 6x9s in the back. Fucking, dude, he tore my back seat getting to it. Fucking, what else that pussy ass motherfucker do? Oh, and he welded on my car with the battery still hooked on, fried out all my shit. My blinkers don't work. Fuck, dude, my car's a fucking mess for this motherfucker that he don't want to fix it for. And I gave him and he promised at first, didn't he? He swore, oh, I'll fix it. But he was all trying to make up excuses, get this, and that. Hey, bro, I've had a lowriders all my fucking life, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my homeboys will put it in for me 2-3 days tops, bro. Boom. This motherfucker had it for almost 2 months. 2 fucking months just to put a back setup in. Fucked up all my shit, fool. Now my car's sitting there and I can't even drive the motherfucker. You know, now I got to redo the seats. To fix the hood, it's going to burn the paint job up to weld it on. You know what I mean? Yeah. My car needs a paint job, interior, fucking new steering wheel. Fucking, man, dude, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, you can rap it.
Yeah, you can rap? You do raps?
Nah, I don't do raps, but it's cool over here at town. No, I don't do no raps.
I thought about doing raps on that car, dude, but I don't know, man, because I know they only last so many years. You know what I mean?
5 years.
5
Fuck
years.
it. Change it up. Change that motherfucker up.
I'll rap all the hood.
I want to do it like a shiny ass fucking like a pro black on that motherfucker. Couple tan pinstriping on there, like gay airbrush on it. Yeah, I'm good. Like my car, I don't want to enter in shows or nothing. I just wanted to cruise, just me and my wife. You know what I mean? Kids, fuck around, whatever, shit like that. You know what I mean?
We got some bad guys. One of them from here, and one of them that doesn't live here no more. That is originally from. I want to say he was from Kingsville. Shout out to Barry Falcon. Barry Falcon. He's out of Houston. And he is a monster airbrush artist. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I've seen a lot of stuff. I personally, I'm not big into the airbrushing stuff, but if I was going to get something like that on my bike or whatever, I would definitely get that man to do it. It's crazy to say that John Signs was a monster of his time.
I got John Signs doing my truck right now.
Hey, dude, right there.
Yeah.
I saw him whenever I first started coming into Corpus, right? And this is early 2005 area, and he was doing some beautiful work. La Mañosa, he was doing all those cars.
Yeah, you did.
Roy has the actual the belly on the bottom of him. It has Vita Guerra and another girl. He actually bought them from somebody. I don't remember who it was, and we have them there at the shop. I mean, dude, the detail on the artwork is just beautiful. Yeah. When he fell off, it was just kind of like everything was just kind of like pictures. You know what I mean? But recently, we had a Harley Davidson there at the shop that is like Mi Vida Loca. It's what I believe that's what it's called. It's blue and silver, and it has a lot of depictions of that movie. You know what I mean? And dude, the artwork is just gorgeous on that bike, bro. Yeah, that bike is nasty, bro. He won first place best bike at Galveston. We did all the sound system on it and stuff like that.
That's the recent show, right?
Yeah, that's the recent one. And the work on that bike is just out of this world, bro. He got down, and I had seen him probably about 2 months ago, and I didn't recognize him. He was all shaved up and everything. He's like, "What's up, brother?" And I tell him, "What's up?" And he's like, "You don't know who I am?" I tell him, "No." He's like, "John." I was like, "Holy fuck! I hadn't seen you in a long time, bro. How you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing good. I changed up my life and stuff like that." I told him I wanted to that.
He's a real good dude.
He's a good man, bro. He has his demons, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else. But if I could say that if he would have stayed on the straight path, he probably would have been one of the greats. He would have been in Lowrider Magazine. Yeah. He would have been Lowrider Magazine as a legend. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's a local legend to us. And you know what I mean? For the people that can get work from him and stuff like that, I mean, if that's what you like to do, I mean, he's very, very talented man, bro. I'm not talking down on him in any kind of way. Yeah. He's finding his way just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? We've all been up and we've all been down. There's no reason to kick a man when he's down. I'm glad to see that he's back up. You know what I'm saying? And be able to at least put him out there. You know, if you're looking for something, you want to build your car that way. Well, that's one of the men that you want to definitely touch. You know what I mean? I know back in the day there was also the pinstripe. What was the old man's name?
Fucking
Will Wood.
Something like that.
Some Wood.
No, it was Was it Will Wood?
It's Wood something. It's Wood.
Fuck, I forget. I know what you're talking about.
So
I see the signature of my
head. So let me tell you a story about that.
Eastwood.
There you go.
Hey, shout out Eastwood.
He passed away.
No way.
He passed away. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he passed away. His son was the one that was taking over that and stuff like that, but he was already an older man. Yeah. The first time I ever was introduced to him was back in 2007. I had a Cadillac Escalade, and they were doing some pinstriping to it and stuff like that. And Top Gun was the shop that I had my vehicle at, and Johnny Gaskin, he's the owner out there. And he's like, bro, what would set this car off would be some pinstriping. I told him, all right, bet. So he's like, tomorrow show up, and there's going to be a gentleman, he's going to come over here, and he's going to do your car. And Eastwood showed up, right? And Eastwood got to be in the 70s at this time. Yep. And he shows up, and he's, hey, dude, that man's like this. And dude, he couldn't hold a cup of coffee, bro. Like this. And I'm like, hell no, that dude's not touching my car.
Yeah.
And dude, he's like this. He gets on the car. Hey, dude, the straightest fucking, I can't even do a straight fucking line, bro. That motherfucker did the whole car. Hey, dude, and as soon as he would stop, back to shaking. I was like, holy fuck. If that's not art, I don't know what it is, bro. But that was my first interaction with him. And he was a monster of his time, bro.
Dude, I
He
knew.
striped my uncle's 34 Ford, but after he did it, my uncle had a 30s something Chevy sedan, long, rusted. Like he was packing up his shit. He parked right next to it before he left. He threw a little spider web on that bitch. I was like, for what? He's like, that motherfucker's bad. Hey, rusted, bro, sitting just buried. And he was like, that's a bad motherfucker.
I hope he hasn't passed, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what I had heard that he had passed away.
Damn.
But yeah, he said it was bad. I remember seeing his shit like, young. So he did a lot of cars for like a lot of my homies, like the older cats.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking.
Yeah.
He had the styling. He had the styling concept.
Have you ever fucked up a car? Not purposely, but I'm saying, have you ever fucked up? It happens. You know what I mean?
I mean, like sometimes like parts, like once you get into a car, like you open up motors and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you pull, pull from shit that you see on the outside. But whenever you get deep in, you're like, fuck, man. Like it's broken bolts, header bolts. You know what I'm saying? Fucking having, taking them off, they fucking spin out, you break off. You have to go in there and drill it out. I fucked up some shit. But not because of negligence. Because
Yeah.
Just,
Accident. Yeah.
It's time. It just happens.
You?
I haven't really fucked up any cars. There was one time we had a guy. His name was Ricky Bobby, right? And
Bobby.
yeah, Ricky Bobby. And so the way so you can get some context of where the guy came from. Whenever we first opened 501 Customs, we were at the Trade Center, and during the week we would do installs at Roy's house in the backyard. And there was this kid, like 2 or 3 houses down. You would see him looking over the fence, checking it out, and we'd be pulling out a car because we're gonna give it to the customer or whatever. And he coming down the block. And at this time, Ricky Bobby was probably 16, 17 years old, and he would pass by. We would see him. We would always see him. He was always out there curious of what we were doing. And one day, Roy calls him. He's like, "Hey, come here." The dude fucking rolls up in his car. He's like, "What are you doing?" And ever since that, you know what I mean? He was like, "Oh, check it out. I got a little system, and this is what I do, and this and that." And that's how we ended up interacting with Ricky Bobby, right? We've known Ricky Bobby now for years. So about probably 10 years ago, me and Roy were talking, and he was working on a Dodge Ram pickup truck. And in those vehicles, we were amplifying the doors. Mm-hmm. So on those vehicles, well, usually the twisted wires are usually the speaker wires when it comes to those vehicles. Now on that specific vehicle, on those Dodge, the twisted wires are also airbags. So what we'll do is we'll do a pop check test, right, to make sure that we're on the right line going to the speaker on the driver door. So what we would do would cut the wire or whatever, make sure that it's going towards the speaker. You grab a battery and you can touch it and pop, pop, pop. It'll pop the little speaker. So you know that you're going in the right direction instead of going back feed towards the amplifier. So me and Roy were talking, we're looking the other way or whatever, and all of a sudden you hear shh, bah! Loud, bro. I mean, loud, like scared the fuck out of us. And we turn around or whatever, and you see Ricky Bobby like this. We're like, what happened? So I went to go pop check it or whatever, and it fucking blew up the fucking airbag. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So we go and check. What he had grabbed was the airbag that goes to the locking mechanism on the seatbelt on the driver's side. So it was just a little part or whatever. Luckily, it wasn't the airbag on the steering wheel or none of that shit, because that was fucked.
Because they're like those things like firepower, like with like fucking.
Yeah, it'll explode.
Yeah. To fucking blow, dude. Like,
So we were able to go get another part, and we swapped it out real quick and gave it back to the customer. Was sitting inside. He never even noticed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a big deal. So we just swapped out the little sensor, make sure that we rebooted it, all the car and everything like that. So that no check engine lights or nothing, and everything worked fine. But that's the only time. And it wasn't either myself or Roy. So we haven't messed up anybody's car yet.
I worked with this dude at Toyota, and he had he had a wobble socket on the impact.
Oh,
and that motherfucker hit the fucking impact and it slipped off the lug nut. boom, that motherfucker flew and fucking broke another customer's windows. Oh, bro. Oh,
Damn.
fuck. Dude, they fucking sent them home and shit. Like, I remember I
Drug
felt
test
bad 'cause,
quick.
oh, yeah, drug test.
Fuck.
Fuck, yeah. Shit happens, man. You know, not everybody's perfect, you know what I mean?
No.
Not every car is, you know, fucking, I wish, like, you know, everything was like,
Yeah.
just take it off and put it back on, you know what I mean?
I've seen a lot of times on TikTok on videos and shit where people come up and like, oh, this lowrider was over $1 million and this. You think that's true? I don't think so.
Hell no.
Over $1 million in the car. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it made out of gold?
Well, you figure that gentleman Bobby has he has what, Double Trouble, and he has the Cutlass, the Candy Red Cutlass or whatever.
Yeah, the one that has everything's all etched, like fucking.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, even
The-
every bolt is fucking etched.
Those cars
Everything-
are top notch, bro. And I think Double Trouble's at $500,000, and I believe the Cutlass is like 200,000 or 300,000, and those are completely done cars. So I could see big money in some of those cars, especially a specialty car. Like one of the cool ones that I'd seen here. We went to a gentleman's shop, and I'm not gonna say his name or where his shop is at. And we're working at his establishment. We're working on his boat, and he's like, "You see that Cadillac over there?" I told him, "Yeah." He's like, "That was Elvis Presley's." I said, "No shit." He's like, "I'm rebuilding the car." I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Dude, he had 2 big ass boats, like 4 or 5 cars, and then he had a bunch of shit, right?" And we were impressed with the man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And he's like, "Y'all think this is cool?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "That ain't shit." He said, "Let me show you my toy box." So he has a compound. So we go to another storage place, which is AC and heat and cooled. And we walk in, and the dude has probably like $5 million worth of cars, right? One of the cars was built by some big builder out of state. And, hey, dude, I mean, just rows of cars. Rows and rows of cars.
What's his name? Well, because I have a friend of mine like that too. I'll say his name.
Yeah.
His name is George Finley.
Yes, the gentleman over here. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like that.
I took care of his
Impressive.
cars for years, bro. For years, he wanted nobody touch. I had a detail company, and man, bro. Yeah, hey, there's one car, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'd sell my fucking soul to the devil for that motherfucker. It was a Mercury chop top.
That's the one that
West
that's the one
Coast
I made.
Customs built that car, fool.
I was just gonna
Man,
say.
it's so beautiful, bro. Bombed out, fucking drop, chop top. I was like, man, where the fuck do I sign?
Jay Leno wanted or something?
Oh yeah, no, he gifted him. I forgot what kind of car it was. It was an Apollo, I think it was. That car was worth $700,000.
Yeah.
He has Lambos, like he don't even care for that. He loves old cars. But man, fool, my detail shop was right next to him. He gave me the shop, right? And now it's a bar now. It's right here down the street from us. The annex now. That used to be my detail shop.
Yeah.
And one morning he calls me. He said, "Hey man," he goes, "Can I put a car in the garage?" He goes, "It's only gonna be there for a day or two." I said, "All right, go ahead." So they put it in my garage. I walk in there and I saw he used to have this old man Craig that used to work for him, right? I said, "What the fuck, Mr. Finney doing with this dude?" It was a car. It looked like they pulled it out of the middle of a field or something. It was completely rusted out. There was nothing but parts. The car smelled really, really bad, like old water in it. Like, dude, it looked like the car like been in it's been bombed, like scrap metal everywhere, like shards and shit, broken glass. I was like, man, what is Mr. Finney gonna do with this car? Oh, he's sending it off to get it restored. I said, man, that's crazy. Yep, it's gonna cost him about $700-800,000. So for this car, man, throw that shit in the trash. Like, nope. He's all like, after that car is gonna get done, he's like, the value is gonna be fucking in the millions. Like, why? He said they only made 10 of these Cadillacs back in the 50s, and this is the only one in the world's existence that's there.
still available.
The only car. So I don't know. I never saw the car. It's already been like 2-3 years. It's gonna take about 5-6 years. Mr. Finney's in his late 80s already,
Yeah.
man. But that man, dude, like, you know, I love the dude, man. That dude, he's good people, man. He took care of me when I was detailing for him. But dude, that dude has like warehouses full of cars, man. Old cars, fucking trucks, fucking bombs, fucking man. That dude has everything. Motorcycles. He had a fucking a panhead Harley there, fucking old ass one, probably like 60s model, whatever. He had it there. And he has a lot of fucking cars, man. Like badass fucking cars. But that Mercury, man, God, I wanted that car so fucking bad, man.
Most of those works, dude. They're fucking gangsters. Fuck, you know.
Bro,
Well,
they
like,
don't.
you remember the movie Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was reading something on it, right, a while back. and they were saying that they had reached out to Chip Foose to talk to him about the cars, right? They're like, hey, you know, we're looking for certain type of cars or whatever, something that's going to be exclusive, something that it just, something that's different, right?
Yeah.
And we're using it for this movie or whatever. So Chip Foose goes to talk to him or whatever, and Chip Foose is like, well, the kind of cars you're looking for, I can easily get that. They're like, who do we have to talk to? You're talking to the man right here. So like the Mercury that's in that movie and stuff, most of the cars that are on there, like the old school cars, they all belong to Chip Foose.
No shit.
That's crazy. Yeah. You know, there's like, I would say right now, the top guys are probably going to be with Chip Foose and King Diggit. King Diggit Designs is beating Chip Foose at shows and stuff like that, but they're going back and forth, you know what I mean? And he gives them his flowers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't even be mad at him because they're building some beautiful cars. I had called King Diggit because I wanted some of the handles.
Yeah, the hidden flush mount.
The hidden flush mount handles. And he's like, look, you would have to leave a deposit, and it would be a 5-year wait before you would get your car. Yeah. I was like, no shit. And then I had called the Extensive whenever I was building the Escalade, and I wanted them, and I wanted to do some airbag work and stuff like that, and do some interior work on it. And they're like, bro, you need to come drop off like 10 grand, and it would be a year and a half before we'd get it in, and it's not guaranteed to be on the show. And I was like, well, I don't give a shit about being on the show. I'm trying to make it to a show.
Yeah.
They were out at went to the Dino's Get Down in Arizona. The Extensive about the gas, pretty badass shit.
Yeah, they got some bad fucking whips.
They had a bunch of badass shit up there. Dude.
Their shop's badass. I think they were saying that they're gonna move their shop though. I don't know if they already did, but you can go out there and check it out. They have a lot of merch and shit that's out there.
Where's it at?
In Houston. But they were gonna stay in the same area. You would think, okay, that it's like in the middle. Fuck no, bro. Everybody like going to Leopard. Like it's just a big ass shop like in the middle of Leopard. Yeah, and you get out there, the roads are all fucked up.
What is the tree of fuck ups?
Oh yeah.
So like whenever they get caught, they have like fuck ups. They cut shit off and they put it on the tree.
And they weld them up.
They have a tree of like everybody's fuck ups. Like
Damn, that's bad.
Hey, somebody's house is shit just right across the street though too. Like,
Yeah, there's houses right across the street.
Oh shit.
yeah, bro, it's like right in the hood. Yeah.
So like if you're going down, what is it? If you're going down Agnes, you know how like they have those big old buildings and then they have like the houses across the street, just like that.
Damn.
Like literally, you could walk across the street if you live there.
What's your go-to car?
Go-to car for what though?
Like for you personally, like
Me
top car,
personally?
yes.
Right now, I love my Ford. I've had multiple Fords. My F-250, I love my truck. I don't like to say that I love things because those things usually break.
Yeah.
But I like the shit out of my Ford.
But old cars.
Old cars, it would have to be the on my bucket list. It would be the Challenger. Challenger. I like the 79 Trans Am or Camaro. That was another car that's on my list. I like the what is it, the fastback Monte Carlo, the one that has the Euro Coupe, 85, 87. Those would be probably my top 3 cars.
John.
anything 59, dude.
Yeah.
Like 59 is my favorite year for cars. The 59 Impala.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's just fucking
That's
sick, dude.
yeah.
The tail lights is fucking beautiful. 59
I think mine would be a 58 Impala though.
58
I
Impala.
love the 58s, man.
Well, we had a 58. It's the 58 that we had at the shop.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
58. The thing's in a paint shop right now. Getting painted.
I was gonna buy the one his uncle had. It was a 58, right?
Was it
Yeah,
58?
it's 58.
It was 58. Yeah.
But it was a 4-door. That's the only reason why it made me not really want it.
And the Cadillac wouldn't even matter. Big bastard car.
No.
Love Caddy.
Gangster lean.
Fucking love Caddy, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't wait to get it done one day.
What's yours?
Me?
Favorite.
Fuck, man. Probably the Mercury, man.
That Mercury shit.
Yeah, probably the Mercury, man. Fuck, it's beautiful, bro.
Lead sled.
Fucking.
Have you met Big Mike Partington? Yeah.
Nah.
He just got like a 50 Mercury.
Yeah.
Badass, and he does badass chops too. You know Mike Partington, old man Mike. Man, he has a couple of shoe boxes too. He did a chop top, beautiful
I
freaking
think-
chop tops on them, dude. Like
The one I saw, I think it was a 49.
49.
49 Mercury.
Yeah.
I think it was a 49.
There's one on fucking is it Laredo or Agnes? No, Port.
Yeah, that
The
one of the flames.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, no?
that the one that flames. You're talking about it's like a beige color.
Yeah.
That's a shoebox.
Is it?
That's a 4 shoebox. Yeah. And it's
It looks like a Mercury, man.
No, it's not a Mercury.
You sure talking about the same one? I don't think it was on port. It's on Laredo.
On Laredo. Yeah, the one it's like a little car lot.
Yeah.
That's a Ford shoebox. And see, it has the. Have you seen the interior? It's like brown fucking with the.
Nah, I just passed by and seen it just driving by.
The diamond stitch. Yeah, they chopped the top of that thing.
Yeah.
To make it look like it was. It looks like a freaking Merc.
It does, man.
It's all smooth. The body side has.
Have you ever seen that that old school caddy? I think it's right across from Home Depot. There's like a little.
The brown one.
Yeah.
On right there on Airs and.
It's the Porter también, but it looks nice, man.
Yeah, it's a Porter. It has the big pins. It's probably like mid 60s.
Yeah.
64 or something like
Wait, which was that?
that. Right there where Home Depot's at. On
Oh
Air.
yeah.
Across the street.
It's like a maroon brown.
Yeah. I just know. I remember the name because it's mine. It says Alex Auto Sales.
Yeah. Like the green Bel Air.
Yeah.
Well, there's that convertible one right there on Airs, but going towards my shop where the old Hygeia was, it's been parked there for years. But they were selling it at the Mercedes place, but they were like $40,000 for that car, and the candy paint job was already faded then.
Hey, bro, you notice, man? Like all these, man. I like looking at marketplace. I've always looked for a car for my son, my youngest son. I wanted to give him a lowrider, right? So I always try to look for S10, something like old Cutlasses, Regals. Man, about I want to say probably like 5-8 years ago, 2,500, 3,000. Nobody wanted them. Now 15,000, 20,000. I'm like, what the fuck, fool? This car's been here for fucking 10 years, Wayne. Like,
Well, you used to be able to buy those cars $1,500 in the backyard.
but it's
Running.
It's hard to buy a lowrider and expect it not to have problems. You know what I mean?
It's like these like marketplace, like they make it harder, like that people want to like sell them, dude. But if you go out like fucking cruising and shit, just like door to door, decent cars, dude, you find some shit. Like that's how like a lot of shit that I find, like I found shit super cheap. My fucking Cadillac, my hearse, I paid $241 for it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you had to drive fucking across the world to go get it. This dude, I'm like, hey man, where you at? Oh, I'm in Michigan, picking up a car. I'm fucking Michigan, what the fuck?
The Upper Peninsula, right by Canada too, bro.
No, hombre.
Like, we're fucking out there. Then we got stuck in the mud, like on the trailer. We had to get that dude. That thing was a bitch to get out, but we fucking fought it all the way through, dude. We had some beers because I don't drink that much, and we had some beers like afterwards. Like, we need a shower because we fucking stink. We've been in fucking this dirty ass fucking mud.
Yeah.
And then we fucking went. We got fucked up for like $41.
Damn.
And fucking some place called Ontonagon, Michigan.
Oh shit.
That's pretty tight.
Fucking I really would never buy a fixed up car already.
Yeah.
But it was my homeboy, and I known him just we were little kids and shit. So I trust him, you know what I mean? That's why I bought the car. If not, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it easier to whenever you get a car that's running, you know what I mean? Custom shit, you know what I mean?
Long time ago, I was gonna buy this Fleetwood. It was a '93 Fleetwood Cadillac. Had rims and had switches on already. And first thing I did, looked under. Motherfucker had a bunch of cracks under them. I was like, no, I don't fucking want it.
It's hard to buy a car that has switches or bags.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy a lowrider and you want to enjoy it, just leave it alone. If you buy you a nice clean car, Cutlass, Regal, anything, El Camino, whatever, and you put some rims on it, you can enjoy the shit of that car. It's when you start putting batteries and you start doing all that other shit. Bro, I've seen.
But you got to,
me.
man.
I'm not a hydraulic guy. I've had a couple of cars like that, and it's just nothing but problems. I've had cars with airbags.
Yeah.
Fucking constantly killing the batteries. You're going over there. You want to show your friend. You're like, oh, check it out. Click. Fuck all that shit. I don't want to be doing that shit. Hell no. Regular car, you go over there, you start it up, a nice set of shoes or whatever. It's a cruiser, bro.
Yeah.
And and I tell the kids that all the time. I'm like, bro, enjoy it for what it is. Like, I remember whenever I first started working, my first job was at Whataburger, right? And bro, I would get my little fucking $125 straight to AutoZone. Straight to AutoZone. Give me some new little floor mats. And you see the floor mats that I just got? You know what I mean? Like, and you're excited about that.
Yeah.
Now that we're old, we want that custom piece. Yeah, I just talked to some dude from Florida. He's gonna fucking make me my name on whatever the fuck. You want that one off that nobody can copy this because it's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not cheap. The $125 ain't going very far.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Especially with now like,
behind that.
engravings and all kinds of stuff that they're doing to cars.
Hey, bro, there's some talented people out there, man. They can do some crazy ass shit on cars now.
I got a homeboy of mine here in town, Ron. Ron is Ron Pettis. Hey, dude, he is a monster.
Shout out to Ron Pettis.
Yeah, Ron. If you need anything engraved, he is your man. He could polish. He does custom inlays, custom pieces and stuff like that. Much love to my boy Ron.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
with
know
Car
Ron
Club and
was
stuff like
good,
that.
yeah.
Hey, dude, and he's doing some beautiful work.
Yeah.
He's doing some work for me right now too.
Yeah, I got some work for him, but he made me my little car club plaque with the shop emblem on
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh, I love that thing.
Yeah.
How much you charge for something like that?
Shit, I don't know. Probably maybe like $500.
Yeah.
He didn't charge me that, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I have no idea what that kind of stuff costs, but I mean, dude,
That's badass,
The detail of work, bro, like it's just it's
Yeah,
bad.
no.
It's worth it, bro. Like
I think it's To the Grave or something like that.
yeah,
Right?
it's
To the Grave engraving.
something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, his shit is sick, bro. Like I remember when he first started, dude, and he was already good. He's always been a badass tattoo artist.
Yeah.
He did my tattoo on my head. Some pieces, that he did, the spider web right here. But whenever he started engraving, dude, I was just like, dude, took it to that next level, bro. Like that shit is just, it's badass. It's crap, just crap.
What I want to get good at is glass engraving.
Yeah.
I bought the kit. I still haven't even tried it yet. Man.
Right, dude.
I've tattooed for a lot of years, so I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Plastic.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's harder to
Sandblasting.
I've done sandblasting works too.
Yeah.
Like, with the stencil, I've seen that
Yeah.
shit too. I learned that by accident. I was sandblasting my truck. With it, I fucking went over my window. I'm like, oh fuck!
Pepper shading all over that motherfucker.
I ruined my window.
Damn.
Frosted windows now.
It's just a little piece, and I'm like, God damn it.
But years ago, probably like in 2010, I worked with Fabian.
Oh, yeah?
Fabian,
Candyman.
the Candyman, and we were working on the metal that Rini's Escalade, and he went over there and he's like, bro, I want to put a metal on the back of the window and this and that. I said, how the fuck you gonna do that? He's like, easy, and he's the one that showed me. Like, we put a stencil on, we got the stencil. You don't put the air real high, but you just have the small beat, and you just put the little sand. Just easy, bro. It's little things that you could do. But now, if you don't, I know there's other people that want to do it as well too. I know, what is it, Juan Eliao? He does the acid. So if you want to, he'll do the sticker, he puts the acid, and he acid H's it as well. It's the same thing that they do with the glasses and stuff like that.
That's badass.
It works,
Yeah, I've done that. Dealerships put the
Yeah.
serial numbers on the glass.
and you just put it like that. There.
Yeah, the engraving too, like, windows, like, that reminds me of like some old school 70s shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I want to do it on my caddy full. It's a 75. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
got
that
you,
shit was
man.
pretty badass. I saw this bomb. It was like a fleet line. Like I remember it's fucking Suavecito from, was it maybe the look of it?
Maybe that,
The
yeah.
truck.
Yeah, the car.
The car.
The
Oh, that wasn't Suavecito. That was you talking about El Duran's car?
El Duran.
Yeah.
Was that?
That it didn't have a name. It just said Duran on the back. Suavecito was the mini truck.
Oh, Suavecito was the mini truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, the bomb, dude. I saw one like that not too long ago. It was like a little rat rock, but they did the fucking engraving on it, dude. The thing was badass. It was all fucking just like the Chicano art all over it. They had a peacock on it, and I was like, man, that thing is fucking sick. But it was like you could see like the lines because they're kind of squiggly a little bit, with like an old school like prison tat.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck
the thing
yeah.
was fucking sick.
Hey, you think the lowrider community kind of died out here in Corpus?
For sure.
So I remember back in the days, man, dude.
The car seat is there.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Dodge Charger or a Chevy Camaro,
Or Chevy
fuck them cars. I don't ever go out, right?
Yeah.
But probably about a month ago, I come downtown, and dude, they had like 4 or 5 of them fucking Chargers pulled over. Now, are the kids fucking up? Yeah, they're fucking up.
Yeah.
But the cops, as soon as they see those cars,
They know what's
Fucking
up.
over.
well, what they're doing is like on the side markers, they're making them white now, and apparently that's illegal. That's enough reason for a cop to pull them over.
Yeah, what?
Like on the side of the Dodge Chargers, they have like the fender trims.
Yeah.
They have like these little white lights that they put on there now. You swap them over to white.
Oh, yeah.
That's illegal. So as soon as the cop sees that, boom, they'll pull them over, and they're just looking for those cars. But those cars are usually the ones that are racing.
Yeah.
You know that it's fucked up. But those guys are the ones that are fucking up for us.
Yep.
You know what I mean, bro? If you're out there and you have a nice car, we have a lot of money in our cars.
Yeah.
And you go out there and these kids are burning tire, doing all kinds of shit, throwing rocks. Bro, there's gonna be a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like, so instead of doing any of those things, we just stay away from over there. It's all the young crowd now. You know what I mean? All the kids are out there. They're doing. They gather for 30 minutes and the cops are already there. Whenever have you been out there?
Yeah, I cruised by there.
Yeah, but you notice how for some reason they don't fuck with you. The cops don't fuck with you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they're not looking for us. They're looking for the fucking kids, bro. over there fucking burning tires and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Not only is it crazy, but it's dangerous. You know what I mean? All it's gonna take is for somebody to hit somebody, and then they're not gonna be allowed to be downtown at all.
There was that one video where they were doing fucking donuts right there downtown, and that fucking chick flew out of the car. She was like hanging out, like halfway, she fucking flew. Boom, boom, boom. Little phone time.
Yeah.
I'm already out of time. Anything else y'all want to say before we end it?
I want to say, what happened to lowriders being low? Like now, all you see is like people extending the fuck out of their front A arms and their wheels are butterfly. Like,
Well, that's probably because of switches.
The bulldog stance.
yeah, that whole like, I think 70s was the best era, dog. Like,
I think the 70s was the best era.
Yeah,
so that's my fucking favorite year, dude.
and then you got the Japanese, they're body dropping LTDs.
Hey,
And,
the fucking Japanese people are holding it down, dude.
Hey, bro.
oh yeah,
Hey, bro.
They're making us look bad.
They make
bro.
me want to move over there, fool.
Yeah.
They got some
See the
badass
fucking
fucking
Thailand
cars.
clothes?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's fucking like.
yeah.
I was like, they look like us.
They got the Virgin Mary tattooed on them and shit. Hairnets, you know, chino. Hey, if I get, you know what I give them though? They dress a lot better than a lot of motherfuckers around
Well,
here,
yeah,
dude. You know what I
that's
mean?
how, bro. The cars too, like it's man, they're fucking it up, dude. They're like, or not in the bad way, but like they're fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
With their cars, shit. But dude, they're paying a top dollar for their cars. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
for
paying
real,
fucking
man.
like hundreds of thousands of dollars to get one of our cars imported over there.
And Chino's got money though, fool.
Yeah, they got it.
Chino got money.
Chino's got money, dog.
We
They-
need more
they
body
at home,
drop
they don't want-
lowriders.
They eat at home, they don't go out, so all the money goes to the
They
car.
But all right, man. We'll go ahead and end it. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all next time.
Peace.
Your host, El Vago, owner, operator of El Vago Burger Barbecue, located 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the